Well, hello, my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? Welcome to another episode of the Model Car Enthusiast podcast. This is kind of a special one. We called a couple of the troops in here because we got a guest today, Craig Godfrey, from known as the Mutt Modeler over on YouTube. Yep. What he's really known for is the 48-hour build.
Look at that.
And my buddy Jim right here joined in, and of course Pappy down here. And we just we wanted to get Craig on. We're getting ready for 4th of July weekend. We don't usually record during the week, so this is kind of a quick one to throw together. But I always like to every year get Craig on whatever podcast or on my channel. I've done it and stuff. I like to get him on to talk about this 48-hour build because I got sucked into it about 4 or 5 years ago, and I look forward to it every summer now. It's a lot of fun. I used to think trying to quick marathon or sprint build, I guess we should say, a model kit always sounded horrific to me until I finally did it and had a great time.
Do one, and all of you that's out there listening, even though this weekend is the 4th of July, how many fingers do I have up? 10. You gotta have at least 10 fingers in order to do the 48-hour group.
Yeah. So make sure
we're gonna do a finger count Sunday. So
finger count Sunday
afterwards.
But we'll just go around real quick. So Jim, introduce yourself.
Hi, Jim Drew. I host the GTP Racing Scale Models Facebook group. We've got like 250 countries represented and almost 10,000 members on it. So
yeah, it's a great group.
It's so worldwide. We've got I got people all across the globe who are the people taking care of the problems that you get on Facebook.
Oh my goodness, I know. I had a few today. It was a.
I was gonna say you had one today.
Yeah, that was a good one today.
I made enemies today. Oh well, you can't make everybody happy. But oh well. And this young man down here, who are you?
I'm a knucklehead.
Yes, you are.
Oh God, Fred Pappy Henry from West Georgia Rods and Custom over on Facebook, Instagram, Tuba U or something like that. But,
that thing.
And you can find me hanging out with the rest of these knuckleheads on all the podcasts.
Heck yeah, and our newest knucklehead, as I said before.
Hey, how are you all doing out there? Craig Godfrey is, Luka said here, Mutt Modeler on YouTube, and basically that name came from being at a model show. I go to a lot of model shows and contests, and you get talking to people. You say, "What do you build? What do you do?" I say, "Well, I do cars, I do trucks, I do figures, I do planes." They go, "Oh, you're a Mutt builder." So when you fast forward a few years after that, and they said, "It's time to create a channel," I thought it'd be fun to do. I said, well, I'm just going to call myself Mutt Modeler because I can't stay in one lane. I'm just all over the place. So, if you tune in, you'll eventually see a subject area maybe you're interested in watching on my channel. So, I love variety. So,
I think all four of us are in that bin.
Yeah. So it's, again, it's just always fun to do something a little different. And it always helps you do, like I said, you want to build a better car, go build a tank and then come back to a car. If you want to build a better tank, then build a car and come back and build a tank. So it's a nice reset, power cleanse.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just always been fun for me to
move actually, Craig, the 48-hour group build, which I've joined in one of them. We'll talk about what I built later on, but it's it's really a refreshing. I mean, it's tiring. I will grant you that. I mean, it's a sleepless weekend, but it's also helps you get away from the being so precise. Got to get the paint just right and da da da. Heck with that. Have fun. Build the model.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what did we do when we were kids? Oh my God, we had plenty of practice at this when we were kids. We built a model. We'd go to Kmart, buy a model, and by the end of the weekend, it was finished. That was 48 hours, and then Monday morning, if it was summer vacation, it led to the demise of a firecracker rolling down the driveway.
But, Speaking of
Yes.
4th of July, yeah,
Speaking of
right.
4th of July, but it is. It's always a fun time. A lot of us that went during the 48-hour podcast, the 48-hour group bill. A lot of guys will, they'll get in, they'll different channels and they'll post a link, to where you can just sit and chew the fat. Sometimes I think it's to help keep us awake. But,
Yeah.
Definitely,
uh,
absolutely, yeah.
I know Craig and I have a good friend that we've associated with over the years. We found him face down with his
Yeah,
forehead glued to the table. I ain't gonna mention
I
no names.
remember that.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
mention no names, Jeff Ciacanelli, but
Ah,
I heard about that. I remember that. Yep.
yeah, that was fun.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's just
Well,
paying attention to the details, right? That's what it is. He's not.
that's what it is. Yeah, that's a good excuse. Thanks for
Yeah,
helping him out there.
yeah. But,
Yeah,
I
no,
tell you,
I think that's his normal state, actually. To be honest with you, I don't know how much building he actually did. I think it's like his last hour he used to build, and then everything else was just like, out
yeah.
out for the count.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Come up and got a seat stuck to your forehead. Like, hey, where'd that seat
Yeah.
go?
oh yeah, yeah. But you're right, Fred. It's like that's part of it. It's just that, like, just to have fun.
Mhm.
Take a break from like the really high, detailed projects for maybe a weekend and
Oh
just have
yeah.
fun with it. And it's cool to be out there and you're posting something at 3 o'clock in the morning and someone else is there too to talk to you.
Right.
Quite an interesting feeling. And people are putting on hamburgers or food or whatever again because you're hungry again. Because it's been
Yeah.
going for 12 hours straight. So it's
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It has turned into such a with internet media multi or whatever they call this social media. Thank
Social
you.
media.
And it has become such a clan. First of all, it's almost like a modeling holiday. I
Mhm.
look forward to every year of it. It's usually this. You usually do it either the second or the last week, or the third or the last weekend of July. Right? You usually keep it in that area,
Mhm.
depending on what lands every year. This year it's on the last weekend, and I like how it's developed into this social media thing that we all throughout the weekend, everybody involved kind of stays in touch with one another. Like we said, there's like you've been talking about, you're going to try to get the Discord thing going again for this year. Other little groups will break off. Friends will get together on, you sit at your model bench and you just kind of put your computer on and BS with your buddies while you build.
Mhm.
And also, if you don't do that, what you have is, everybody should know, if you want to be a part of it, is, we'll put it up here, is of course the Facebook group, which when that weekend is going, this Facebook group gets hot, man. Everybody's posting pictures of their progress, and that's a lot of fun. I take it to a level where I have a really good time with this. That whole weekend will power blast through little quick videos of my build through the whole weekend, almost real time, and I keep my viewers abreast of what I'm doing with the build. I get onto the 48-hour group build Facebook group and post what I'm doing on there, and it's fun to keep in touch with everybody as we're all working and see everybody else's progress. And sometimes we make it, and sometimes we don't, but who cares, man? It's still fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And again, I'm not by any stretch the creator of this weekend build. And there's other weekend build type things, marathon build weekends that have been going longer and all that stuff. And there's plenty of them out there, which I think is awesome. Right? Like I always mention that somewhere in my videos that I do every year now, is to say, look, I don't own this thing or anything. Nobody does, right? You can do one anytime you want. Like it's open to anybody who wants to host a weekend build, right, at any time. And that's the fun part of it. Interestingly enough, and maybe Fred will remember this, is originally when this was done by Chip, which was a guy, channel name was Chevy Cheeseburger.
Chevy Cheeseburger.
Yep. And so he basically just did it to see what happens, and it turned into a huge success. We used to actually build, as crazy as it sounds, it used to be once a month, usually toward the end of the month, right? Every month. There used to be one, right? Then it went
Yes.
back to, you know, a certain amount of months, and then different hosts and things and all that. So really, I've just tried to keep it as pure to the original, like the chip setup as possible. But you mentioned the Facebook piece. That's the part I kind of just added because I realized not everybody's on YouTube. They don't want to do videos and all that, and that's fine.
Right.
You know, so that was a way to kind of open up the door for anybody who's on Facebook or wants to post just pictures only and that kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think we have 118 that are in the group right now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hoping to get to 120 before we get going, and I'm sure it'll actually go much higher.
Probably will.
Yeah,
Probably will, man. Because you start getting people joining up that group, like getting close to that weekend, you know, and they hear about it.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
It gets talked about. Everybody gets jazzed about it. It is so much
Mhm.
fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's cool
Putting
too.
the-
Is like I don't exaggerate at all. Like we've had years. It was a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Someone joined like Sunday morning, and you only had like a few hours left. But it was awesome. They felt like it, and they didn't think it would be available, and they just decided to grab something quick and start working on it. And they hung out like Sunday afternoon and
Mhm.
built a little bit with us. So that was super neat. You know.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, the heart of it is just having a good time with friends.
It's
Don't
kind
get-
of it's a smaller scale to what Matt and Mark got started recently as far as the unified scale out of content
Oh,
creators
God.
of YouTube, better known as the USAC.
Yes.
But it's just a 48-hour USAC, guys. Come on.
USAC.
But somebody is not going to have to pick a kit, thank God. Tim Brown.
No,
But-
just do
but
what
it-
you want.
The one good thing, the caveat to it all, everybody, is it's not limited to cars. It's not limited
No.
to trucks. It's pick you a kit. It don't matter if you're building a car, a truck, a ship, an airplane, a figurine. Oh God, I'm fixing to say the G word, a Gundam. I'm sure we're gonna get some. I'm sure we're gonna get some feedback on that. But build something. Get out there.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Build a. I mean, and I brought in some. I brought in some inspiration. I know I'm gonna get grief
We
about
got
this.
some show and tell about to happen.
I got some show and tell,
Yeah.
which I've got. I've been grabbing some kits over the last couple of years, just for not just for this event, but I'm gonna pick one of these. I've got one of the Aoshima Ferrari, Lamborghini. Boy, I tell you, I know my cars. What is it? This is the Lamborghini. What is this one? I got a Nissan GT, GTR. I may pick one of these out. These are easy. They're snap kit. You can paint them. You don't have to paint them. But get one. Just get something.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Pick out something that you think you can do in the 48 hours. You know,
Yeah.
that's you can. Hey, I could potentially get this done.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't
Low,
be,
low
don't be
stress. Something
don't
that-
be like somebody up here in this corner. Oh, I'm gonna build a NASCAR.
I always insist upon doing a race. I always end up there, and that's what I'm doing this year.
You know what's funny, Fred, is he was warned year one when he joined. It's like, do anything except the race car. Don't
Right.
do a race car.
Don't
And,
do it.
And I dived right into it.
Yeah,
But
don't do it.
I finished that one. I finished
Yeah.
that one.
Don't do as I say. Do as I do.
I think the one that the year that I didn't finish was when I didn't finish the IndyCar, and I almost got it done. I still got to
Oh.
finish that IndyCar.
Yeah.
But
The first
I'll
year the first year I was involved in it, that was when Chip Reimer, which was better known as Chevy Cheeseburger, that's when he was doing it, and I was new on the scene, and I was just like, and I had Chip's phone number. I texted him. I said, "Can I build this?" And I had a tester's. It was already painted. It had been the car. It was an old T bucket. Had the big wide tires in the back, but everything, the headers had been looked like it had been blued. It was a great looking kit. I got it over here in the stash somewhere. I'd have to go over here and get it, but I had a blast. And was I finished in 48 hours? Hell no, I was finished in 24 hours. And everybody was like, "Well, you ought to be. The thing was painted and weathered for you, and all you had to do was probably screw it together." Did it have stickers? I think it had a few. which I didn't put that on it, but I had a blast doing that, and it was just.
I do race cars for the, well, I'm mostly involved with the 24-hour build, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh wow.
And I do race car, but it's usually a 60s car that just has a couple of number decals and that's it.
Yeah.
And mostly chaparrals, since that's my jam.
Yeah. Is that the January one you do, or is that a
Yeah, that's the Daytona 24-hour one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
I
been
like
going
getting
on for
involved in
a
that one.
long time.
Yeah. See,
But
that's
the
why
last
use
build
them
I
as
did,
like kinda
it
like
took me
the
about
meanies.
12 hours.
I call them the meanies, right? Because with 24 hours, if you are going to try to do a full project, you will be tired for sure. There's no.
Oh, it takes me days to recover, but I'll
Yeah.
still build in a 6-hour nap window.
Yeah.
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 I'm an old fart now.
Yeah. The 48, you get a little bit of balance. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
you can actually put time in for food and some sleep and the occasional pee-pee break. But
Huh?
I haven't. Oh, I know. You just keep a bottle of Gatorade next to you, empty.
2 or 3 empty bottles in my head.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
we'll get the guys together at like every 4-hour intervals, and toward the end, it's like we could barely talk.
yeah, I want to get in on that one. I was going to this year. I can't remember. Something always comes up that I don't get involved with that one. But next year. I'm going to do that one.
Oh my God! I'm sitting here. I'm opening up some of I opened up this Lamborghini, and I was just like, "Oh my God, this thing is. This is an Aventador. Oh, We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Well,
More
I'm
to
going to
come.
create a divide here because I'm building a Tamiya kit, which is always a good choice for a marathon build. And
Oh,
it's it's no engine, of course, like a lot of their kits. And
Right.
I don't know, I'm afraid to say the word, but I
Go
say
ahead.
Porsche. But some people don't like Porsche; they like Porsche. So I'm gonna
Porsche.
every other time I mention, I'm gonna say it the other way. So
Porsche's fine. It's proper.
Yeah,
so that's what I'll be building.
Porsche.
I'm going to take a page from Mark, our little conversation this week. Matt was talking about Porsche, and he spelled it out, Porsh, and of course, Mr. Hobbydoo 007. I'm sitting on the Porsche.
Yeah. Porch.
Yeah,
Porsche.
That's right.
Oh God, well, they didn't want me to get in this one. Oh, it's because I haven't opened it yet.
I'm one of those Porsche snobs, I guess. Not that I ever owned a real one. Jeez.
I've ridden in them. I never owned one.
Oh,
But I do work. No, yeah, I do work beside the. They've got a Porsche headquarters beside Hartsfield, Atlanta, and they have the track. They have the track out there by the. I think it's their southeastern headquarters beside Hartsfield, Atlanta, and they have a track out there that they allow people to come out and actually drive on. And I'm talking about a road course. Oh yeah, if you ever anybody that's out there listening, if you ever want to just look at this racetrack, it's really considered a racetrack because it's a closed course. But if you look at the end of the runway close to Hartsfield, Atlanta, you'll see a road course out there. It's not part of the Hartsfield, Atlanta, but that is Porsche's Southeast headquarters. And from what I've understood, that if you buy a Porsche Audi, they allow you to come out with your new Porsche and go around that track and run it. They even have an off-road track over there between it and our runway as well. So it's real cool.
Jim?
On a good quiet day at that airport, you can hear when they bring the big boys in. I mean, they come in, you can hear them out there.
Oh, really?
Just ripping them up, boy. And I'll be like, ooh, I need to go over and check that out. So.
Oh man, Jim, you and we got to start working a little harder on winning those lotteries so that we can go play down there.
Yeah,
that's right up our alley, huh?
Yeah,
man,
that was my wife's gig. I'd never bought tickets.
Yeah,
my dream car, exotic car anyway, the price keeps going up because they keep getting harder to find, which was, and I know Luka knows this, is the Lamborghini Countach from the early 80s.
Yeah.
One in all white. I was just looking at it the other day just for the heck of it. I was just, flipping around on the internet. and it's going for $650,000 dollars right now.
Yeah.
So it's getting hard to get a hold of, even if you had a big lottery.
Yeah,
Well,
the
Craig,
LP
I tell you,
500 is a cool car.
yeah,
Yeah.
they Aoshima makes a Countach snap kit. I think I got one out there in the garage. I just grabbed these two by choice, just to grab something, and I was like, damn, that's what I ought to do. I ought to build the the Countach
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
snap kit. Now, if I can just find the
Yeah,
darn
my
model.
my fantasy, I guess, not really a supercar, but of course, you know, it's the Porsche, but a nine, any kind of form on the 911. I love them all, especially air cooled. But oh boy, that would be. I don't think I could fit in one though. Would be my problem. Heck, I'd even take a late '60s 912, if you guys know what that is.
Yep.
But
Mine was always a Ferrari 308 GTI.
oh,
Which was the Tom Selleck, you know, was the Magnum PI car. I did get to sit in one time.
I did too.
And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, how do I get in this thing? How do I get out of this thing? And I was just like, wow. But I was like, wow, man, this thing is.
I was penchant for Jaguar XKE for
Ooh.
that, and buddy of mine's older brother had one, and I got to ride in that one. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that had a 308 that it spent more time at the Ferrari dealership getting worked on than he drove. And this was in the late '80s too, so you know Magnum PI was still kind of going on, and I had to drive him down there to go pick it up once, and that was an amazing thing, going to the Ferrari dealership and being treated, you know, because I'm with a customer. So we go into the back into the service shop. Most amazing service shop I've ever seen. Cleanest Ferrari red floor. There was all customer cars that they stored, like, you know, vintage Ferrari race cars and stuff, and just a beautiful shop. And they had his car parked right there in the middle, pointed out to the exit, and he go on, get in it. You can go check it out. And oh boy, I finally got to sit in one. Wouldn't let me drive it. But
Yeah, I tell you the truth. I mentioned a Countach. I don't think I could get in it because, and Fred will know that. Like we met, like I'm 6'3", so
So you're not getting in it.
I'd be like this with the knee up like that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. But,
I don't have a height problem. I have a circumference problem. But back in the '80s, I didn't. I was a skinny little guy, so it was no problem getting in it. But I wouldn't be able to even put that car on. I couldn't wear it.
Greg, Matt found that out when he came down to the Acme show, and he met myself and Brian and all of us, and he was like, "Damn, y'all growing big down here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tend to grow them big.
Yeah.
I got to tour Jim Hall's Chaparral shop
Whoa.
a long time ago, before they opened the museum.
Yeah.
And I asked if I could sit in the two, and they said, sure, go ahead. Just be careful. I couldn't get my knees under the dash.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to get down. I said, and Jim Hall's an inch taller than I am. How the hell does he get in here? He goes, well, you're a little wider than he is. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Jim was a
pretty skinny guy.
Yeah, he was.
It's
Which most of your race car drivers, they are in small. They're small in stature. They're just
it's like jockeys.
But Jim Hall's 6'1", so
yeah, he's tall, dude. But man, he was narrow.
Very.
First time I ever got to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway, and had, I forgot what pass. It was really like pit pass. They got colors and stuff, but I got to hang around on pit road a lot. And I mean, getting down there, and this was back in the day of the Dale Earnhardts, the Kenny Schraders, and all of those guys. Cale Yarborough. I stood beside Cale Yarborough next to him in the men's restroom, and I was like, "That's Cale Yarborough," and I was like, "Nah, man." So I finished my business. We're gonna go over to the lavatory and wash my hands. But when you walk by him, he had a belt, a leather belt on, and I could see the belt. And it said YAR and had cross-checkered flags on it. I said, that's Cale Yarborough. And I was like, Sir, when you wash your hands, I like to shake your hand. I like to get your autograph. So, but he was, he was a short
Oh
statured
yeah.
guy as well. Yarborough. I was amazed at the late great Dale Earnhardt Sr. He was a short guy. I mean, not short, but then you had the the little bitty. We ran across when Jeff Gordon was getting his start. He's a midget compared to me. I mean, he was short,
Yeah.
but
I at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I went to in the early '90s. I went to a pretty big model show that went on there, and Buddy Baker came walking in, and I was a vendor there, and he came and sat in at the table next to us and stuff. I actually got to chat with him a bit, but man, that dude was gigantic. How did you get into those race cars?
Yep.
He was a big dude, nice as heck guy, man. He was
the
funny.
king, the king, Richard Petty. He's a tall guy.
Oh,
He's
tall man.
Yeah. Kyle is too.
Yeah.
I tried to get Kyle's autograph that day, the day that I seen Cale Yarborough. I got to hobnob with a lot of them that day, but Kyle come walking through. He had the long hair back then. He still does. But I was like, Kyle, let me get your autograph. He's like, I'm late for a driver's meeting. I was just like, yeah, I hope you hit the wall. Bye.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something. They,
I was like, whatever. You just don't want to do like your dad. I got your dad's
Yeah.
autograph. But,
oh man, yeah, Richard Petty. I'm not a big autograph person, but I got like 3 or 4 Richard Petty autographs on things around here.
Yeah, I'm more of a handshaker myself. I don't ask
Yeah,
for autographs.
yeah.
Like I was coming out of the Indy 500 one year, and I was behind the grandstands heading for the parking lot, and I'm looking at these 3 guys heading toward me, and all of a sudden it doesn't really dawn on you because it's out of context.
Right.
Yep, and there's Bobby Unser, and there's Phil Hill,
Wow.
Oh wow.
and I forget who else was in there with it. I was like, can I shake your hands?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I worked a short stint for Kmart, and they were sponsoring, where there was Havoline, right? Was sponsoring Andretti.
oh yeah, I
Right?
remember that.
So he came to do a promotional thing at this particular store. I have no idea why. Our store was a dump of a store compared to other ones in the area. So someone maybe had a connection to or something to come into this store. But anyway, so that was pretty exciting. But we really didn't get too close to him. But it was still the buzz around him. You know what I mean? It was cool to see him, and and all that. It was amazing because the car had to come in because they had his car on display, or one of them, and it had to come in through the shipping receiving area, which is where I was working at the time. And so they had to literally have people just carried it.
Oh
through the
really?
store and propped it on a bunch of Havoline boxes or whatever, and he sat there or whatever, talking, interviewing, and taking pictures and all that good stuff. It was pretty cool, to see someone like that, in person. But those cars are bigger than you think. You think
Oh
they're
yeah.
little cars. The Indy car, they're pretty big.
They are.
And they're supposed to be way louder than a NASCAR too. I've never heard one, but
they got a different sound, but they
Oh yeah. They're-
I have a
screening.
I used to take Thursday and Friday off from work and go up to MIS, and I would get a pit paddock pass for the weekend, and we were just hanging out there. And it was a Thursday afternoon, and Al Unser Jr. was trying to get his car running, and he's just sitting on the pit wall waiting for the mechanics to get something squared away, and I'm sitting on the wall, kind of right next to him, maybe 3 feet away. And I had 2 cameras with me. He goes, well, you're not press. How come you need 2 cameras? I said, well, I build model cars and I like to take detailed pictures. His face lit up. He goes, I build model cars too. And then it was like, we talked for about a half hour while they were
It's
Oh,
working on his car.
surprising about that stuff. Yeah,
Just the
when you
nicest
say
guy.
that,
Just the nicest guy.
Oh yeah.
when
They,
you're around race car people and their race cars and stuff, and when you're taking pictures and you want to take all these weird pictures they're not used to people wanting to take, and you tell them you build model cars, they really open up to you. They get so friendly. Really? Oh, I've had so many race car guys just open their car up for me. Take what you want, go right ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very cool. That's so. I'll tell
So
everybody out there. I'll tell you the card to pull is Model Car Builder. I
yep,
need pictures for details, man. They love that stuff.
yep.
They think what we do is neat.
One that's out there right now, very well known, Mr. Chase Elliott. He loves them. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
Chase. Well, he built a long time ago as a kid, but he also used to race RC cars, and he used to come down to a RC track pretty close in the area, and we got rubbing elbows with him a lot, and he was just, and now he hears the word model car, his eyes just lights up like, wow, oh, yeah. So,
Everybody loves my. Hey, if you're a car guy, I've never met a car guy that doesn't like model cars. They might not build them, but they sure do like them. They
yep,
always think they're neat. And
yep,
that's why you should come to the 48-hour build and build yourself a race car model.
yeah,
Hey,
hmm
see that? Doesn't take long. Just 48 hours. You're good.
48 hours, and you can have a nice race car built.
yep. Get rested up. Have you make sure you got plenty of coffee, plenty of whatever little hors d'oeuvres you might want to be gnawing on for the 48
Oh
hours.
yeah, I'm gonna be.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
last year because it was a different weekend. Last year was on the weekend of my grandson's birthday,
Hmm.
and that kind of worked out good for me because man, I was chowing on some great. Of course, my
Yeah,
daughter when she puts on a party, there's a spread, and of course the
yeah.
cake and all that, and
And you got to keep the producer happy too. So,
got to keep the producer happy.
Oh
mm,
yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
got,
stayed in this room down at the end. Just came out for the food once in a while. And I
yeah.
said hi to Felix a couple times.
He's like, yep,
So
But
Craig, tell
it'll
everybody
be a weekend.
what time of the day does this thing start
yep.
and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, sure thing. So it will start on Friday, July 24th,
Mark
8
your
p.m.
calendar.
your
8 p.m.
time, wherever
Eastern.
that is in the world.
Oh,
Okay.
anywhere. It can be.
Anywhere in the world. Yep.
Yep.
You could start anytime after 8 p.m., as we were saying
Mhm.
earlier, but just don't start before 8 p.m., right?
Mhm.
Your time local. Um,
If
and it
you're,
runs through till Sunday night, 8 p.m. your time, July
okay.
26th,
Mhm.
being the 48 hours. Now, there is a slight stipulation in that too, which is, and I've said this a few times over the years in the intro videos that I've put out and some of the emails I've responded to and all that, is I used to work shift work. I worked in computers, IT for over 25 years, and I was on call, and I used to work sometimes on site through the weekend. So I understand some people's weekends are not, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever it be. So if you have a different day, like let's say Tuesday and Wednesday are your weekend, or Friday and Saturday, then just indicate that, and we'll follow along with you when your weekend is, and you can participate as well. Because it is
Because
one weekend, and
that's
it is
what.
summertime. It is a busy time. A lot of things happen. A lot of people are busy and all that. So if for work reasons or whatever, just let us know, and we'll follow along with you too. So,
Yeah, and
um,
that's what the Facebook group is for, man.
Mhm.
Like I said, that weekend that Facebook group lights up.
Mhm.
yeah,
It's
yep.
quite
Wow.
busy.
Posting on
And
there.
and if you didn't quite finish your project in those 48 hours, it's probably encouraged that a week later you maybe post it completed
Mhm.
on that Facebook group so everybody can at least see your finished project. So
Yep.
Well, you leave the Facebook group alive for a while, don't you?
Mhm.
Afterward.
Yeah, I kind of took a page out of another group, as we mentioned earlier, like a 24-hour build group. They do it strictly on Facebook, not on YouTube or any other
yeah, that's
platforms.
exactly
And
what we do.
they create a new group for each year. So
Yep.
yes, you can go back a couple of years, the same basic name, just changed a year in Facebook, and you can look back at previous builds and such. It's basically an archive that's out there now.
That's pretty
That
cool.
and again, and it's going to take a while for everyone to digest everything anyway, right? So that's what's cool about it is you can go out there and comment anytime you like, or catch up anytime you like, because it's really not easy to keep up with all of it. I try to at least acknowledge at least one thing somewhere on everyone's builds, right?
So do you
Yeah.
so do
I
you
don't
have
miss
a
anyone.
like a folder of like people that say this is what I'm going to build, a few weeks ahead of time or anything like that?
I haven't done the folder system yet. It is an interesting idea. I actually never really thought of that because I know, again, as you mentioned, the 24 people do that now. I'll have to look into that maybe for next time around.
Okay.
Because that might be a good. You're right, Jim. That might be a good option going forward. You know, it's but yeah, again, it's a matter of you can post as much or as little as you like. You know, we try to say, try to kick something off with, when you're starting out and maybe midway through, and then when you're done, kind of thing, if you can. If not, no big deal. But that's kind of like a fun way to check in on people and see what's going on and all that. So it's and then of course the different groups, like those sometimes they'll post that up there too. Is if you get a chat room going on or another video room going on somewhere, all that's welcome. Everybody just as long as it's part of what we're doing and it's not some sales pitch for some kind of thing, it's all allowed on there. So just have a good time with it is really the main goal, right? Obviously. So it's just a thrill for me to be able to get involved with it. I did it when it was coming up on the 5th anniversary of it in I think it was 2018 or 17. And I've just continued it ever since, just once a year for me, and it's in July every year, whether it be the first, second, third, or last week. And it's just been a ton of fun. And it's just, yeah. And again, any genre is welcome too. We were saying earlier, Fred was mentioning.
Yeah, that's good.
I opened it up that way, just to include anybody and everybody. If it's a scale model kit, come on in. We have people do railroad cars for scale railroad.
It started out as just cars. Well, yeah, with Chevy.
Originally it started out as cars, or trucks,
Yep. And that's why I typically build a car or a truck every year, because except I did a boat 2 years ago. Remember the guys fishing?
But
it came from a model car kit, so.
Right. So it's a little bit of a stretch, but that's okay, kind of thing. I try to do that just because that's what the original, was. But again, we've had people do, like, as I said, railroad cars, from model scale railroading. And we had someone do a stowage kit for a tank, and all that stuff. So we've had every kind of thing you can think of. And again, the more diverse, the better. I think it's great,
Yep.
Yeah, I did a NASA Orion rocket a few years ago for the 24. So build what you feel like.
Yeah, really.
Needs to be a new kit. Don't pick up don't go, I'm gonna get a stalled build and work on it and show you all.
No. Has to be fresh.
Get something new. Get a fresh kit. Get started. Find you something. Some of the tips that like what I was saying a while ago. Get you a snap kit. Get you of course, Matt's building he's building a NASCAR. I think I have a NASCAR snap kit out there. I know. I want to say it may be a Haviland car, maybe a Davey Allison snap kit car. I mean, it's just there's a plethora of different things that you could, set yourself up for success, with, snap kit, glue kit, what have you, but have fun with this.
I built the snap kit last year. I did the little AMT, was AMT or MPC, I don't know, 49 Mercury. It's on the cover of it. It's like a cop car, but I made I slammed it and made it all. And I had fun. That was a fun build. I really, really like the model, how it turned out. It would be one. I would take it to a model show. I definitely would. I like taking my models to model shows. If it wins, it wins. It doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care about that. I like showing my work to my friends.
Yep.
So my biggest recommendation for anybody going to build is, if you're going to paint, use like any of the hobby lacquers, like the Tamiya lacquers, because
Craig's got a bottle sitting. I see it right.
I'll show you guys.
There you go.
That's the only way to go.
Oh yeah.
That way you got plenty of dry time and whatnot. So
I learned the first year that enamel's not going to work. So it was either
no.
One of the
or lacquers. So
that's the first thing I do is paint the body.
Yep.
It's again, if you have any questions about that, definitely check it out. And that's definitely part of it too, right? Is to challenge yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Same. But certainly that's a kind of a secondary thing, right? To just having fun in the community and all that. But definitely challenge yourself for it. Absolutely, it's a lot of fun to see how far you can get with it, and and all that. And even you're talking racing, my God, there's so many great little areas of any kind of car racing, whether it's your
Yeah.
local track race car
Mm-hmm.
or something more sophisticated. I mean, that genre is huge. So you can
Yep.
certainly do all kinds of things with racing. Uh, you know, awesome choices, right? So sometimes I'm shocked at what people pick. It's like, wow, that's really, it's amazing, and ambitious.
Oh, I've seen a few of them already. Some people pick, and it's like, oh, you're ambitious.
Yeah,
Hey, cool. Give it a shot. Why not?
yeah, exactly.
Set that goal high.
My years of ambition are gone. I keep it simple.
I think
My-
let's say I checked
my-
ambition somewhere around that. Yeah, about 1980. That one.
Yeah. My thing is when it came to like going for building a NASCAR race cars, I've built so many of those 80s monogram cars that I just know those kits, so it's just not an issue putting one of those together for me.
Yeah. Well, here's one that's within arm reach, or sort of. So you guys will know this one very well. I didn't do this as part of a 48, but it's just
Oh yeah. Folgers. Tim.
Yep.
That's Tim Richmond.
That's Richmond. Yep, Tim Richmond. You got it.
Tim
Yep.
Richmond car.
So there you go. One of the classics. It's a lot of fun, and they go together well. Those monograms.
That they do.
They do. They go together so good. They're so easy to put together.
Yeah.
They have their little fidgetinesses, but I've built so many of them that I kind of like get right through them real quick.
Work around that.
And like Jim said, that is great advice. Is I use nothing but the Tamiya rattle can lacquers. They dry so quick. They're almost just don't have.
I seen a meme on Facebook today. I don't think it was on the Luka C Facebook. It was on some other Facebook group. The two people that climbed to the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, it was on mine.
Oh yeah.
And they had a flag up there. Somebody put on the flag Krylon and Rust-Oleum sucks.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
I know.
I almost shared it to the Luka C Facebook page. And I was like,
it was on my page.
You were asking for trouble.
That was on my group.
Well,
That was on my group. I know the guy who
who.
put it on, and of course I had a bunch of whiny people. Oh, they're gonna hate me now if they see this. Well, I don't care. But I got PMs on that. Really, you're just get over yourself. Oh, we have someone joining us. Why not?
Oh my!
There he is.
It's the
Arterake himself.
Hey, Irv.
Fresh off of tour.
Let's see. Let's go like this. There
You
we
ought
go.
you ought to be rested up by now.
I'm gonna.
Hey, he looks rested.
Yeah.
I don't know about that now.
Hey, Irv. We've been just talking about the 48-hour build and some racing, and good to see you, bud.
Thank you.
Glad
Nice
you're
to be
on.
seen.
Better late than never.
Yeah, definitely. Have you, Irvin? Have you ever met Craig over here?
No, he
And
just
we just lost
disappeared.
Craig. We just lost Craig. Oh, man.
Hold, please.
Yeah, Craig. He's. I don't know if you've ever met him, but he's goes by the Mutt Modeler on one who hold the. I will. Hold on. There we go. He'll be back. I feel it. That's weird. Okay, we'll get. Oh, we lost Irv.
We
Jeez.
lost Irv too.
The whole thing the whole thing's crashing on us. Oh boy.
Wow.
I think they'll be back.
I'm getting sick moving around like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I look forward to this every year. I think it's a lot of fun. And I definitely want to get into more of them. I've been wanting to do the one that you do, Jim, during the 24 hours of Daytona.
Yeah.
That's probably the longest running one.
Yes, it is. It's the first one, and then it's great that there's so many other ones out there. Doing builds. I don't know that I could handle a once a month thing like he was talking.
No, definitely not.
I would get totally burned out in 2 months. Just
like you said earlier, Jim. I'm old. I need my sleep.
That's right.
I gotta have my sleep. Bad enough.
Plus, it interferes with the your primary build.
Oh, true. It does. Yeah.
Or for me, it's like I got 5 on the bench right now. So
Yeah, I used to think that those were crazy, and how could you? How can you build under that stress and try to build something that fast? And then I just said, "To heck with it! I'm just going to have fun." And boy,
Yep.
did I! And I have never looked back. I just absolutely love those little sprint builds. I guess not really a
and
marathon.
if you do the
but
KISS
sprint.
method of building, you'll be fine.
Keep
Yep.
it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple. Don't worry about building a show model. Just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yeah.
You going to
Yeah.
get involved in it this year, Irvin?
The 48?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I try not. I got 30 other projects going on. I try not to overextend on some of these group builds and stuff. And I currently just signed up for one, and I want to see that one through before I do anything else. I'm trying to be good and not.
I love how Herb just said I've only got like 30 started.
Yeah, 30 projects.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I know
God.
that he's always rolling.
And I just started
I
2
kind of-
more, so yeah, it's
Here we
a
go.
sickness.
And we got
But yeah, I try
And
not
we
to.
Welcome back, Greg.
I
Yeah.
want to finish the ones that I start. I mean, not the builds I start, but if I commit to like a little, like the USAC build, I wanted to make sure I got it done
yeah.
within
The
the
thing
time
that
frame. But
I kind of don't. I think group builds and these 48 or 24-hour builds are they're kind of like not really the same thing, because the 48 hour that's why I'm kind of like calling them sprint builds. Is it's just a weekend, you get it, or a day, but you just get it. It comes and goes real fast. I mean, it's over with, whether you get it done or not. So even if I'm in the middle even of a group build or something, and I try to. I'm with you, Irvin, man. I try to. It's hard because there's so many cool group builds you want to get involved in, and you got so many friends that put them on. You want to support them. I kind of like don't worry about that because it's just one weekend. I put the other builds aside, and I got the time I can throw in to do the 48. And I don't know, there's just something. It's a rush. There's just a rush, and me personally, I've turned it into this blitz of a bunch of little short videos throughout the whole weekend, and I just have a ball with it. That's fun to me, and the fact that we all kind of sometimes find little discords or something to all BS with each other as we're building. That's a lot of fun, and like you said, Craig, you're going to try to get a Discord going again.
Yeah. I had to create a new one. The previous one I used for like 2 years, and for some reason it wasn't working. So we're going to have a video coming out really soon here.
Oh, good.
On the YouTube page, and then I'll put it up on Facebook. And it's just the new name to the group, and everyone can just join in whenever they like. It's and the video will not only include some of the technical stuff you need to know to join, like the name of it and all that good stuff.
Oh, good
Just
idea.
kind of a disclaimer too is because obviously I can't stay up for 48 hours and monitor the group for stuff, so it's kind of like enter at your own risk a little bit. I've never heard of any issues, but some people are building with their families. They have kids along with them and all that. So, we're adults, so sometimes adult things are talked about and happen. That's just the way it is, right? So I just kind of like to do that and say, we're more than welcome to come in, but just be aware, you're dealing with a, slightly moderated, right? Not fully moderated environment, right? So it's a little bit like open Wild West kind of format.
Yeah, it's like hanging out with Uncle Pappy. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Oh boy,
Well, I like it when the people get their kids involved with, and you got them and their kid at the table building at the same time, and just having fun together.
Yeah, just be mindful of that.
It's my
I mean,
favorite thing to see.
Be mindful of that. There could be, some underage folks, listening in, little tender ears. Don't say anything that you wouldn't say in front of your own children or grandchildren. So just be mindful of that.
Just
don't say
just the posting the pictures on the Facebook page with showing the table with both of you or 3 of you or 4 of you, whatever.
Yeah,
I find that the coolest.
Yeah. There's always a few guys that they have their kids or their grandkids rolling with them on that. And it's a lot of fun. Make it a
Yep.
family thing. Make it a
Yeah.
family
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, again, I've never heard of any issues. Nobody ever told me
No, I don't
anything.
think anything
I
like
think,
that's really happened bad.
yeah, I think people keep it pretty under wraps. Keep it,
Yep.
whatever is, use discretion as best they can, kind of thing, and it's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I think
it's
I'm gonna hang out on that one quite a bit. Yeah, that'll probably be the Discord I hang out. You get that thing rolling, that'll be where I go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go out there after this is over. I'm gonna go see if I know I got that Lamborghini Countach. I know it's out there. I just got
He's
I probably got to dig it out from under about 50, 67 Chevelle Pro Street Kid. So I'm sure it might even be mixed into a box of one of them. So.
now no pressure to you, Fred, but I did a Lamborghini Countach. It was the Cannonball Run kit from MPC.
oh,
So very few
Oh.
pieces, right? Wasn't a lot of pieces, but it's molded in black plastic. And genius me said, "Oh, I want to do a white Lamborghini like in the beginning of the second one."
Oh, wow.
So for the 24-hour build, I tried to turn a black into white, and it actually got it done, and it turned out really nice for a 24-hour build. So
Wow.
no pressure to you, but
Won't be white. I can guarantee you that. I got a 55-gallon drum of Pappy Red around here somewhere, so I'm sure it's.
there you go.
I gotta say, red would be a great color. It goes right into your jam, So
Yeah.
I recommend it.
You bet. Look at that. Look at all that red in there.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Can't spell Fred without red.
Hey, Red. Well, I got a red question, Fred.
Go ahead.
Fred Red. Of the Tamiya rattle cans, what is the brightest solid red?
If you use the Tamiya pink primer, that's the
key.
That's the
And
key.
and the bright red.
Take the bright red, which is hiding
Is that 8? Or
TS8. That is bright red. Spray that over the Tamiya red. And that's what
Okay. You said TS8?
I think so. That might be the Italian
That's
red.
the Italian red. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
okay.
that
Hold
color.
on. When y'all will get a kick out of this. Hold on.
Oh no! Please tell me you have pants on.
Oh, come
He's
on.
got
Well,
he's got a case of it.
Thank
probably.
God he's got pants.
I got red jerseys on. It's TS49.
There we go.
TS49. All right.
TS49, and I have red shorts on for that occasion.
I have a project that I need to have the brightest red I can throw on there without going fluorescent.
Yep.
And
Get you a can of pink primer, pink Tamiya primer. Get you a can of TS49, and if you really want it to make it shine like a diamond in a goat's, put you some TS13 over that after you finish that, and it'll be.
Got plenty of that. That I have.
Now here's a little tech tip for you. We just had
Let's hear it.
podcast. It's something I believe, and I think I don't know if it's true, but I think Ferrari would shoot the clear fluorescent red over top of their red paint scheme. That way it would pop in the sunlight.
I've heard that.
How dare
So
you tell me that?
And the Tamiya fluorescent red is actually, if you decant it, it's a clear fluorescent
Really?
red. And if you shoot that over top of your plain red, it'll just make it pop that much more.
Even more. Yeah.
I did a Formula One car like that, and it's just a quick little pop on there.
I'm trying to.
Okay, because I'm doing a model of a car that's written in a book, and how they describe it is the car was electric red.
Okay.
It's a fictitious car, but it was described as electric red, and this was written in 1973. So, way I kind of look, electric red was always kind of like something more acquainted to like the fluorescent red
Yeah.
of the FDP cars. But I don't want to go fluorescent red with this thing.
Well,
but
you won't get a fluorescent red. You'll just get it to pop.
That sounds like
Do a spoon
that
test on
sounds
it.
like a great idea. Is
Yeah.
going that sounds like it'll get me the red that I want.
Everybody else's fluorescent red is opaque, and theirs just happens to be a clear. So
No kidding. That's good to know. I have my favorite fluorescent reds I like to use and stuff like that, and I've never gotten that one. I'm gonna go get it now. So I got a list of to me. I got next time I go.
we're just giving you more projects.
I love
Yep.
to me rattle can paint though. I just
Me
I
too.
do too.
I just
I have
Them and Mr. Color.
I have
Yeah.
105 cans sitting right here in front of me.
Wow. Wow.
You know, yeah, Jim,
Nice.
you're huge with the Mr. Color
Yeah.
rattle cans. I have one. I haven't used it yet. I've only bought one so far. Is the Mr. Hobby a lacquer base like the
Yeah.
Tamiya, or is
Yeah.
it is a lacquer base? Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And they're
good to know.
compatible.
Oh, that's excellent. Big problem, man. It's just been so hard to get a hold of them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially right now. It's crazy.
I love the Mr. Hobby. I love their primer. I love their primer. Their black
Primers
white.
are awesome.
Oh my gosh, that stuff
And their
is
clear coats are great too.
silk. Oh yeah, their clear
Oh, it
coats
breaks
are
my
awesome.
heart though that they're not importing their premium top coat anymore. But I know you're
The
a fan
UV?
of no, just the premium top coat, which I have been using and I loved it. I I got to get used to the UV. I got that under your recommendation.
It polishes out just fine.
Yeah, I'm going to. I've got a model right now I'm working on that I'm getting ready to shoot that on. But it seems like the UV cut is, which is a taller can anyway, so it's a better
Right.
deal anyways.
Mhm.
But that one seems to be a little easier to get a hold of. So
Yeah, the
I
UV
gotta buy
cut.
up
I
on
know it's
something.
available at Hobby Lobby. I know they sell it at Hobby Lobby. So
Do they? Yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't swung over there and checked them out, but definitely. Have you ever shot the UV cut over decals, Jim?
Yeah, let me hang on. I'll just show you. Just a second.
Yay! See,
Hold, please.
Oh, please.
that's what's so great about this podcast. You just learn
Yep.
so many neat things about model car building just from
yep.
a
Last
bunch
we
of
had
old
a
model car guys chewing
Yep.
fat.
last our last which this is number what? We ain't got our counter in
Oh,
here.
well, I didn't even mention it. This is number 20.
This is number 20. I thought
This
it
is
was
number
Hey.
20. I didn't even say that at the beginning.
But our last podcast, number 19, we had a big response on that. We do appreciate everybody.
Yeah, we did.
I knew about that.
Let's see. Yeah,
I don't know if
I'm gonna blow
I don't know
blow
if it
Jim.
focuses or not, but
There we go. So you cleared. That's UV clear. Oh
Ooh.
gosh,
Wow.
I
Wow.
can see.
That's nice.
Nice, good. Yeah. So it's
yeah,
pretty.
I just shot that last week. So,
That's pretty forgiving over decals. That's good to know.
yep.
That's good to know.
Very
Cool.
But you never
I
know
got
what you're going
a
to learn here.
Never know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's why. Well, what we got? Well, we were talking about it on the last podcast.
I know
the
where this is going.
amount, the years of model building.
Oh, here we
skills.
go.
So here we are. I think we're past 250 right here.
I know we're past 250.
Well, when Irv jumped in, then we passed 250, and now
Yeah.
Craig,
Yeah.
how long you been building?
Quite a while.
Yeah.
No. We want legitimate number.
Come on, give us a
Legit.
number.
Give us a
Pretty much
number.
Since probably.
How old were you?
Well, maybe a little late bloomer, maybe age 16. So I'm 53 now. So that's what about, pretty
40.
wise.
That puts some mileage on us. So
So we're pushing 300 then.
Yeah, we're in the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, we are.
Yeah, definitely got my.
Excellent. See? Anything for the viewers. That's what we do.
61 years for me.
Oh,
61 years.
So
Wow.
that's what you were doing. You were on your calculator, huh, Irv?
Yeah, I did.
61. I'm not even
I don't have
50 yet,
fingers.
Irv.
I don't have
No,
fingers to figure it
I
out.
saw him looking down. I'm thinking, what is he?
No, he was counting. He had his shoes off. I guarantee you.
There we go.
He was counting
Trusty
toes.
scientific.
Toes.
Yeah, I ran out
fingers.
of things to count. I was gonna grab some paint sticks, but
Ah,
Wow.
Keep hitting my camera.
yeah, I started about 1965.
Okay.
wow. That's the year before
I'll
I
be
was
69
born, brother.
this year.
Do you remember what one of your first kits were that you built as a young?
It was an AMT kit, but a lot of times as a kid, I didn't have any money, and if worst case, I'd come home from Woolworths with a Palmer kit because they were the cheapest thing you could buy. So if I didn't have any money at all, I usually came home with a Palmer kit.
Yeah, I got
I
you
built a
beat by
lot of
2
Palmer
years.
kits when I was a kid.
Whoa.
I got you beat by 2 years, Irv.
Yeah, so
And my first was
yeah,
a
I built.
Hawk.
I have a weakness for even today. I have a bunch of Palmer kits, even though they're horrible. I have that connection of using a whole tube of glue and gluing on all the accessories. In fact, I want to build one. I want to build one nice, but I have to use all the parts out of the box. Like you have to
Isn't
use
Palmer a
everything.
running joke?
Oh yeah, they're horrible. But they had beautiful box art. The box art on
Oh my
those
goodness,
Palmer
yes.
kits
Yeah,
were
they did.
gorgeous.
Mhm.
But
That was
yeah,
before you
they were bad.
yeah, that's before you would get busted for false advertisement.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
gotta say, big raise for the marketing team.
they're getting stupid money for those things now. It's
I
like
know.
Oh, isn't that
crazy.
crazy? They're collectible as heck.
Mine was
I
Lindbergh.
have a bunch. I have a bunch of them. I must have. I bet I got at least 10 of them. I
My
got one that
first-
still has.
my-
Some of them came with electric motors in them, little
That's
battery
what
powered
and
motors.
you had to wind the motor. You got
Yeah.
you had the
Some of
armature.
the kits you had. I think something had a
You had
you had
to
to wind the
wind the
motor
arm.
in.
You had to put all the stators.
Yeah, you had to put those together.
You had
They
to
were
put them
all
together on the
individual.
shaft. Then you
I
had to
remember that.
wind the wire around the armature. Then you had the magnet and the can. You had to do all that. I was just
Yeah,
like,
we're a bunch of old codgers.
Wow.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you said Hubley because those were like I think all metal kits.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they were bigger scale. I think a lot of them.
I remember
Yeah.
those.
Yep.
I never had any Hubleys when I was young. They were
my-
too expensive.
My good friend Tom White, which a lot of y'all know, Rambler 69, good friend of mine down in Florida. He collects the Hubleys, and oh my gosh, I've seen what he can do with one, and just a phenomenal job when he ever gets a hold of one. So, but yeah, the old Lindbergh kit, that was mine. The Hawk models, man, I remember those. If I ever saved up, and usually if I saved up my allowance, and I'd have to walk down the side of the road and pick up Coke bottles and trade
Yeah.
those in, I would get enough money to go buy a coveted Revell kit.
Stepping up in the world.
Yeah, I was stepping on up once I was able to buy Revell. And then you know what? Honestly, I cannot remember the first. Which we always got this running joke about Tamaya, Tamata. But I can't remember my first. The only thing I remember about Tamiya when I first got into models was they were RC cars.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were RC, and you could buy, you had to buy everything separate. The motor wouldn't come. Well, no, the motor would come with it because it was usually this little bitty 540 motor, I think is what they called them.
Yeah.
But you had to buy the radio and all that. But I remember Tamiya kits being RC predominantly for a while.
My introduction to Tamiya was Squadron had a brick and mortar shop up near Detroit. And I went up there with my high school history teacher who taught me how to paint figures. And they had these Formula One cars in their showcase. And I was like, who is this? What is this? All those 1/20th scales. That was my introduction to Tamiya.
Yep, I remember those.
Completely enamored with those.
And some of the Tamiya kits that are pop nowadays, if you look at some of them, they have battery compartment lids in them. So,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
well, we really are showing our age tonight.
Well, I remember getting the Auto World catalog. Well, even though I never bought a lot of mail order when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I would get the Auto World catalog, and just seeing some of the stuff that I never knew, like some of the expensive, like larger scale stuff that I could never afford as a kid, but just seeing that stuff in those catalogs of all the stuff that was out there that was available. But we never, in my town, we never had anything like that as far as
Yeah, we didn't either.
some of that stuff.
All right,
But it's
show
cool.
of hands, and anybody that's that's listening in, drop it down in the comments. But with a show of hands, who all was a member of the Revell Master Modelers Club?
I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
and I thought, I thought I was somebody, because they sent me a kit. This was before, this is before.
When
social
was
media.
this?
Oh gosh,
What was It might
I
have been
remember
before.
them. I don't, but I wasn't. I
They
never had one.
sent me. Y'all ready for this?
Let's
They
hear it.
sent me the Billy Carter,
Oh, okay.
Billy
Whoa.
Beer.
the beer truck,
Billy Beer.
Billy Beer truck, and my mama liked to had a stroke. What is this? What is this? What's this model company sending my son? Which Jimmy Carter was the
Yeah.
Jimmy was probably
Yeah, he was
president
Yeah.
by then.
I think he was president
But-
when that came out.
But they sent me a Billy Beer Revell Chevrolet step side pickup truck.
I did get a green postcard in a Cox kit one time that you could send money away and you could get a Cox T-shirt.
Oh,
And I
wow.
convinced my dad to buy the Cox T-shirt. So
Mhm.
I wish I still had that.
That would be cool. That would be something to have.
I still have
I'm
scars.
sure we have a few sleeves of the blue printer, whatever
Oh,
mailer
yeah.
that was included.
Oh
in
yeah,
those.
the blue printer. I have a blue printer. I got a blue printer kit I got at a show not too long ago, out my stash, and it's the Monkey Mobile.
Oh, the monkey
That-
mobile. Sure. Oh yeah.
Sure did.
That's
Yeah.
what would happen with the blue printer. That like back in the '80s, is they
Yeah.
would pull out some tooling from the archives of a kit that hadn't been around in 20 years, and you had to be in the blue printer thing to,
Club. They had a
To get
club.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I was in that.
and then you get these kits. And they were that's when they were starting to churn out like the old parts packs and things like that.
Yep.
And that you hadn't seen since the '60s.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I
Which can
remember.
you
Yeah, my
60s
Monkey
was
Mobile
only-
that I built was that blue printer version.
Oh, was it?
I thought
Yeah.
they would never bring it back out after that one, and they released it at least 3 or 4 times since then.
Oh yeah, and you'll probably see it again.
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to. I never had any interest in that thing, and now I think I want to get one and build it. I'm starting as I get older, liking some of the freaky '60s psychedelic customs more than I used to. I've
Getting
always
those,
been one that likes the things that stay natural.
getting those brain cells back. I see.
Yeah, you get into fantasy stuff like all the Tom Daniels stuff. I mean, a lot of that stuff's in the shadows. You'll never see a kid anywhere. Certain ones, you'll never find them. I mean, they're
Oh
just,
yeah.
We're we're starting to regenerate.
Oh no.
We're regenerating brain cells back from using this stuff. Remember this, y'all?
Brought
yeah.
out the.
yeah.
I remember my
tested.
mom kicking me out of the bedroom and saying, "Go out and play." And I go out in the front yard and go,
Uh-huh.
"Why am I dizzy?" I didn't know why I was dizzy.
I feel so
Never
silly
leave
in the
home
head
without
right
one.
now.
I would go to Kmart, get me a kit, get me a tube of that, whatever color paint I wanted. I'd go into my bedroom, put my headphones on, put on some Led Zeppelin, and my mother would come in there and she'd be like, "You need to open a window."
Yep.
Why, Mom?
What hobby you in again? Like,
Hold on, Mom.
glue
We're right in the
sniffing,
middle
or
of
what are you doing?
we're right in the middle of Stairway to Heaven. Shut up.
Andy told me once that red tube tester's glue is still the hottest selling glue. He goes through that. He buys it by boxes, and he's constantly, every time I come over to visit him, he'd be busting out another one, putting it out just constantly. He says, "Yeah, it's all the glues. That's the one that sells the most."
That's weird because it's not
still
that
super
good.
hot. No, it's not.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's not. There's such better adhesives today, but
Yep.
Fred,
Yeah.
are you actually building
You
with
offer,
those, or
Fred.
did you get them for something else?
Uh,
Okay, that face right there just answered the question. Hubbity-bubbity-bub.
and he's
The best is if
buying a
you
stairway.
got a
Yeah, but-
little bit
Fred.
on your finger, right? That
I'm gonna-
tester's too glue.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they
And then
keep
you
it
just-
locked in the cabinet at the shops.
I'm gonna give y'all a little tip about this stuff right here. Great glue. Don't get me wrong. Even though it does bring back some fond memories.
Don't completely stick the nozzle up into your nozzle, right? That's the tip.
If you want to,
All you got to do is waff it.
if you want to use this stuff, it don't take much. Just a dab of if you want this to kick this stuff right here, put it on, just get you a little bit on a toothpick, touch it to whatever you're trying to glue. Put your part wherever you want it on your model. Get you some of this green, light green, dark green, Tamiya stuff right here. Put you a dot, put you a little drop on that.
Not Mark Fit.
Nope, not Mark set. This is Tamiya extra thin seam.
Extra thin.
Yeah, I have some.
Thin. Right there. Craig's got it.
Yep. The
Put
extra.
that wherever you applied this stuff right here. Bada bing.
That's what I use.
Bada bing, bada boom. That is a kicker.
Really?
It
Nice.
works.
Didn't know that. That's good advice. Even though I'll never buy a red tube again, but
That's okay, Jim. I'll see you on.
I have some of the old Revell. You ever see the Revell tube?
Yeah.
The Revell
Yeah.
blue? The same thing? I have a
Yellow and
couple
blue
tubes
one?
of that.
Mm-hmm.
The old
Yeah.
stuff.
I remember that one.
Get you some Tamiya extra thin. Put you a dab of red tube glue on whatever part you're trying to get it to stick to. Put it on the model. Touch that little tip of the green tip to it, and it's there.
The nice thing about that, and why I use the quick set extra thin is my favorite glue to use, is I like how it kind of gets going fast and you get things together, but it stays movable for a bit. It's really great for suspension pieces when you get everything glued, but then you can set everything right where you want it, and then step away.
Yep. Step away. Walk away. Walk away. What was we talking
Walk
about?
away.
We was talking
away.
about decals the other day. Walk away.
Oh yeah, walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
unless you got a
I'm
hair
always
dryer.
tinkering. Yeah, plus a hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
De-
right.
decals at my house, once they hit the water, they're on their own.
That's it.
Put them in fight or flight mode, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
they're
about
you know,
a quick
if they
poll
walk
here,
from the
because-
water onto the car and they go on, that's good. But man, I just
wanna do
I'm not
decals,
good with
ain't it?
decals.
I want to do a little quick poll with our group here. Is like, and even people in the comments can put, but like forever, I always cut the decal as close as you can, right? With a really sharp pair of scissors, and I would put it in the water and then let it like just sit in there in the water. But a lot of people take it immediately out of the water and let it sit on the paper. So what do you guys typically do? Do you sit on the side on the paper, or do you basically, when you pull it out of the water, it's been sitting there for like maybe a minute or so?
I
pull
leave it in
out
the
of
water.
and then I put the decal on my palm of my hand and push it around until it starts to move, and then I'll put it on. Whatever.
Mhm.
Well, I'm a tool snob. I love my tools.
Oh, here we go.
I have this little tray. I picked this up. I don't remember where I picked it up at, but it's got a little.
Oh.
It's got that. It's got the water tray,
Uh-huh.
and you set. Anyhow, you can pull it out. It sets up. You can do this. It drops down in the water, fills up the top. Put your decal in there. Let it float around. Once it gets wet, you just take and you go. Pulls it out of the water. But that decal,
Oh, cool.
it won't float off or anything. But when you're ready
Where
for
did
it,
you get that?
Matt Hickey from Matt's Models and More sells those things.
I think
he makes
does.
those
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. I think I was gifted.
He makes
this
them or
one.
something, or
Yeah.
I think I was.
Yeah, I think he filament prints them.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. That is
That's
a
great.
heck of a. That's a heck of a.
That's super
idea.
cool.
Well,
You got to
Fred,
patent that, or it's going to get taken from one of the big model companies.
Fred, my tool of choice for decals is one of those candle warmer plates. It's like a little hot plate that you
Yeah.
put those.
Mhm.
And I always use hot water to dip my decals in because they seem to come off a lot quicker
Yep.
when you're using hot water, and it keeps
hot-
your water hot the whole time.
Or warm water. Yeah, not hot, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
lukewarm.
you can still put your fingers in it.
Yeah.
It's
A
not
coffee.
that hot.
If y'all have seen one of those, like a coffee warmer that you set your coffee mug on.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, Norm. I don't know why I call Irvin Norm.
Yeah, that's
Irvin's got
exactly
one
what
right
I'm
there.
talking about.
Another tip that there you go.
I need another. That's 2 tools I need now.
2 sugars and 1 cream, please.
Plus, I need that for my coffee, man. I'm
But
You're
tired
gonna
of my
ruin
coffee
a
going
perfectly
cold.
good cup of coffee by putting stuff in
do you know how many years I had to drink black coffee?
it. Yeah.
But another thing, my good friend Tom White, he's a decal guru. He loves decals. Tom, if you're listening, I'm gonna send my next decal kit to you, and have it done. But Tom was telling me one time about one of the secrets to decals is using is it ionized water?
I heard about that. I know.
Yeah, use ionized water.
I have found if you just don't use them, they're fine.
We heard you
They
the
look
first
perfectly
time,
good on
Irv.
the paper, right? They look very pretty by themselves.
Oh God. Irv, I want to give Irv a big congratulations. Saw his beautiful build in Scale Model Enthusiast this
Yeah,
month.
that's
So,
right.
Thank you.
Big,
Good job.
Huge
big,
job,
big,
Irvin.
big congratulations to Irvin. Beautiful build. You were photographed at the
Hope it don't snow
Hope
show.
No Snow Show, and it did not snow that day. But we did have a great time, both of us.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Good show.
I just came back from that little show also, and I just forgot the name of it.
That was in Florence, South Carolina.
Lawrence, yeah. It was for a first time show. It was the first time they had it. It was at a VFW hall.
Oh, nice.
They had
Yeah.
well over 300 and some models there. For a first time
That's good
show, they
for a
did a
first
very,
show.
very good job.
That's very good for
That's
a first time.
outstanding.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I would say the worst thing about it was the lighting. You know, it's a VFW. Their lighting technically is kind of, they got paneling. It's kind of dingy and dark in there, like an older one, an older VFW.
Like 50s or
But
70s.
for a first time show, and they're already talking about a second show, so I thought it went really, really well. They had a nice little show.
Some of the VFWs I used to go drink at, I didn't want them to be lit up very bright.
Yeah.
But they did a good job. It had a lot of automotive classes, which was nice because it was a IPMS show, like a judge show. So they had a good amount. They actually had one of the aircraft classes. They had to split into 3 because they had too many entries, and street machine had to be broken into 2. They had too many entries in that, so that was a good problems to have. I thought they did a very, very good job. It was nice little show. Had a good time there.
Yep. Congratulations to that club.
Yeah.
Always,
That's great. I mean, 300 models. That's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always
The
nice to
tables
hear
were
about
full. They had
new
like I
shows.
said, there wasn't. I've been to bigger shows that had more empty tables, and I don't even know if they even had them. They had a nice selection of stuff. It was like more, even like the military stuff was like it's a nice even amount of cars versus tanks versus planes. They had a really nice selection of models that people brought for a small show, first time show. So it was very positive, and I think sounds like they're looking at getting a different venue for next year. And so it did pretty well.
Good for them. Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
good.
very happy
It's
with
always
it.
good news to hear about someone starting a new show and it taking off, because we just don't
Yeah.
want these shows to die. They're so important. It's such a major part of the hobby. It's so much
Yeah.
fun for all of us to get together and hang out face to face too.
Wait, I
Yeah,
thought the
they had a
hobby
couple
was dying.
vendors. I mean, it wasn't the venue wasn't huge, but they had a nice selection of vendors, and it was I thought it was very nice. I think they did a good job, so I was quite happy with the event. Like I said, if I was going to complain about it, and it's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback at these shows, but the lighting was a little. A lot of guys were carrying their phones around and looking with flashlights to see detail. It just was a little dark, but they can't control in an area like that. You just can't control that kind of stuff. But
No.
other than that, it was a great show. Great little show. So
Sadly, I think we had our last Toledo club show this year. So because everybody's in the club is way older than I am, so And
Oh, yeah, you were
you know
talking
what
about
comes with that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Man.
It's good though. I mean, I think another thing I've seen a little bit of a trend is it's more of like a hangout and not so much a judged event like it's Cars and Coffee.
Mhm.
Has been
Yeah.
a
Oh,
few
those are cool.
popping up, right? So that's good to see too, right? At least get people together and hang out and whatever. That's better than not having anything, right? So
Yeah.
Right.
it's not as
That was,
involved. You don't need sponsors for prize, packages for prizes and all that. You just
yeah.
come in and throw your stuff on the table and hang out
Yeah.
and all that.
That's
So,
one of the we had our Acme one of our Acme meetings, and it was kind of the precursor. We're laying the groundwork for our upcoming show in October, and kind of doing the finger pointing of who's doing what and da 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 da. And that was one of the things that we were discussing last Sunday was it's great to go to that to go to any show. But to get to hang out, it's the camaraderie, it's the vendors, it's getting to see everybody's artwork on the table. It's just a lot of people are calling our show the Acme Southern Nationals. It's the who's who. It's kind of
It
the
is.
one
It's
one of
become
the
that.
one of the Super Bowls. This year we are very excited to do this show this year. This is our 30th show. Our 30,
Oh,
30, 30
man, I
years
wanted it.
30 years of the Acme Southern Nationals. So we're
That's
really
awesome. Congratulations.
we're into our third or fourth year at our new location.
Yeah. New
We had
location's awesome.
we had the problem the first year we were there. We had the problem of having not enough space. We went from a small location to a bigger location. It grew again when we moved location. We needed a bigger facility, so we're starting to do this with a lot of our tables and stuff. So, but October, folks, y'all make sure set that for your calendar. I haven't got the flyer in front of me. I apologize, but if you'll go to the Acme IP slash IPMS Facebook Facebook as well as the Acme dash IPMS webpage. Thank you, Irv. What's the date on that? October. I can't read
Like
that.
24th.
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 24th, Cartersville, Georgia, at the Clarence Brown Conference Center. We will be opening up early registration. We were talking about the online registration. We streamlined it a lot more than we did last year. So, but right there, Irv is showing everybody our theme this year is going to be music in motion, and red, white, and blue is going to be our sub theme. I think.
awesome.
Stars and
Yep.
stripes.
Stars and stripes.
Stars and stripes. Something about the flag.
That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
did y'all know tomorrow? No, tomorrow ain't 4th of July.
Not tomorrow. The other
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. But again, folks, all of you that are going to join in on the 48-hour group bill, we're going to do a finger count tomorrow Sunday morning. So y'all make sure you got now.
Keep
Make
all
sure
your
you got-
counts.
Make sure you got 10 digits. That way you can join in on the 48-hour group bill.
That's it. That's one of the requirements. Yeah, you got to be,
Can't blow
be
them.
healthy, be smart.
Can't blow them
be
off
safe.
Saturday. So
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Make
Yeah.
sure that knife's in a position where it'll roll off the table.
yeah.
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 But Craig,
Well-
we do appreciate you hosting this
Definitely.
each year. It's always fun. It's always I hadn't got to hang out with Craig, gosh, in a couple of years now, but it's always good to have you on the show. And
Thanks for coming on, Craig.
I can't thank you guys enough. Obviously, I mean, it's everyone who participates or promotes it along the way that just makes it bigger and better, and it's always a fun time. And I think some people are skeptical; they're not sure what it'll be like, and then 3 years later, they're still doing it, kind of thing. Which
Yeah,
is so
I'm
cool.
one of them. I'm one of them, man.
Or they're bringing people on board from their club or friends of theirs. They say, hey, you got to just come along and give it a shot, and all that. So it's about community, it's about having a good time, and if you need a technical reason to come on, you're going to expand your network of people and people are going to subscribe and follow you and all that stuff. If you're looking for like a more business related, yeah, all those things are going to happen automatically with this event. And that's not really the focus, but it will happen. So the more the merrier. And it's just it's an honor to be able to host it. And I'm just the one setting up a date and putting it out there for everyone. But you guys are the ones, everyone who participates is
well, we appreciate you doing it because it's definitely something fun. I'll throw up again. Go over right here, 2026 model building 48-hour group build weekend. Here's the July 24th to the 26th. Get on over on the Facebook group, join up, be a part of that because you want to watch what everybody else is doing and you want to post up as you're going along through the weekend. It's just fun. Even like, last year, Greg, I remember you post a picture of a slice of pizza. Everybody posts with their, finally getting some chow.
I gotta rub it in a little bit from this part of the country, that we have some good pizza.
I guess someone have to go get that proverbial piece of carrot cake and show it this time.
There you go. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. You guys coming on. We had some fun conversation today. It was a blast. I'll just start with you, Craig, and we'll go around. Everybody say their goodbyes and whatever they're into. Promote. Well, you kind of already did, but you can go ahead and give it a second try and say later. And he's gone.
Hold that thought.
I thought he was froze there, but anyways. So Jim, you're next.
Well, thanks for tuning in, and everybody just make some time to sit at the bench and build a little bit every day if you can. If you could just do a half hour, it'll clear your head, but have a good time.
Absolutely.
Oh man. And I am Fred Pappy Henry, West Georgia Rods and Customs. Go out and get you a kit. Have some fun. Better yet, if you got some kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, get them involved in this awesome hobby. You never know. I mean, it could be a lifetime of joy for both of you. But have fun with this 48-hour group bill. And I'm going to turn it over that way.
There you go.
That way.
Irvin Arter at Arterake on the YouTubes. And if you like this channel or any of our channels, don't forget to hit your
smash that
like button.
That's fantastic. Oh, we got
and Craig's back.
We got
we
got some storms in the area. I think we're getting hit.
That's no problem. No problem. We're winding it up and definitely. But everyone, you all know you're on my channel, so I don't have to tell you where you're at. And thank you all for watching. That's a lot of fun. Smash the like button. Hey, Irvin. So we've missed out. You've missed the past couple ones. Why don't you give us a quick click? And you weren't here on the beginning. Yeah, so we haven't had a click in a while. You might as well click this one out, huh?
Yeah, I'm good and clean.
You gotta find it.
Click, and we'll let.
Caught him off guard, Matt.
Yeah, I did.
What?
He can't find his clacker.
It's not there.
But Fred, again, I'm gonna
there
let
it
you.
is. I found it.
Up.
Hold on.
Oh, excellent.
The slate. There you go.
And how you go, Fred? What's the thing I'll leave you to say to close this out?
As soon as he gives me the clap.
There you go.
I need some penicillin blue. That just ruined that one. Folks, as I always say and close this out with, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Here's the producers.
Here are the producers.
Thank. Excellent.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, you missed that. He did that earlier, Craig. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.